What's this coaching philosophy? You got to break a few eggs to make an omelet?
Dick, you can't do anything without resistance. Resistance is a creative ability. In other words, if everything was easy, nobody would do it. You know, Einstein would never have found relativity. If everything was easy. You can't make an omelet unless you break eggs, okay? What that is a challenge. You got to put them behind, these are the players. You got to put them behind their comfort zone. You got to push them. You want swagger. You don't want to be worried about injuries or failure. You just got to go out and do the job, play the sport, get the grades, And in order to do that, you have to change certain concepts.
So Renzie, while you were here, you coached under 3 football coaches at Williams: Larry Catuzzi, Bob Odell, and Dick Farley. What can you tell us about the differences between those 3 guys?
4, Dick.
Uh-oh.
4 coaches. Everybody forgets Al Jacks. Now, I really didn't coach under him, but he was here for 2 weeks after Larry Catuzzi left and before Bob Odell. So they were really 4. Larry Catuzzi was one of those brilliant coaches I'd ever worked for, or knew, or sat and listened to him in meetings and everything else. He was a brilliant coach, a tactician, had been at Ohio State, played at Delaware. He was terrific. Unfortunately, 1968 to 1971 was not a great time to coach. There were just too many things going on. Society was changing. Football, the beliefs in football. I mean, it was a very, very difficult time to be a head. I mean, working with Dick was a tremendous experience. I'll tell you one story of how we worked together. Dick didn't think the team was having fun. We were playing Hamilton. So I had a Halloween party set up for that night. So my Halloween costume was a fairy. I got a pair of white tights, I had a tutu, rubber wings, and a crown, and a little stick with a star so I could make people into anything I wanted.
And that didn't catch on around here?
It would now. But so I went, it was a Friday afternoon, so I went down to practice. Dick had the team together. And when I got to the field, Dick was talking to the team. And the team had their back to me. And I had a bag of candy, because I like to give out candy on Halloween. So I show up in my fairy costume, and Dick is talking to the team about, there should be no pressure. We should have fun. And in the middle of his talk, he looks up, and he sees me standing in the back with my fairy costume on, and he just goes, oh, good. He just walks away, and I said, okay, let's get some candy, and the place just broke up. But that's part of, you gotta have fun. I hope we haven't lost the idea of enjoyment, of sense of humor, of making it a fun time. You can work hard, you can, but the bottom line, it's Al Jacks for 2 weeks. I don't want to get into that, but I'm the only one that knows that we had a football coach for 2 weeks, and when he found out, and this is the honest to God story, I was with him one night over in the faculty house. Marie Stackpole bought us a few beers, and we were sitting there, and it's snowing, it's crazy, it's absolutely crazy. And Al turns to me and he says, Renz, when they called me, I thought I was taking the job at William and Mary. I said, well, this isn't William and Mary. I said, this is, snow and everything else. So in 2 weeks, Bob Odell. Bob Odell and I didn't start off well because he thought I was a little too loose around the edges and didn't take things a lot seriously. a little sarcastic. Can't grow up in New York. You cannot grow up in New York and not be sarcastic. Just can't do it. When you come to a place like Williams where lunch is serious, you know, so that was the difference. So we didn't get along. We finished out very well. But Bob was a father figure, Holio Bolio, a sore-ass bird. I mean, he had some of these great, he was from Iowa, he had some great Iowa cliches, and but he was terrific, a real father figure. He really, he was a great coach. All right, Dick Farley. Some people say that 24/7 would be what a week is. Dick's week is 36/8. A very hard worker, very dedicated to football. Did everything, created a wonderful atmosphere of success. Had great assistant coaches, Dave Caputi and Roger Karen. Just did a great job. But he learned his dues with Bob, and knew what he wanted to do, and he had a lot of confidence in me, which was surprising. I didn't think he did, but he did have a lot of confidence. And we had tremendous success.